Hey guys, welcome to the workshop again. Just a quick update for you. Well, it may not be so quick. Going to Flite Fest, and I'm super excited, and I want to give you guys a couple of quick updates. Number one, I have been so excruciatingly busy with work that I just have not had the energy to do any videos on anything leading up to this point. I had a great Father's Day, as you can tell. Wife and kids got me a nice apron for working in the shop because I kept on ruining my shirts, and I got tired of it. So really, really sweet of them to think of me. And let's get into it. So first, we're going to be obviously bringing the Corsair. We're going to bring the Corsair, and along with the Corsair, we're going to bring the Dauntless. So the Dauntless is an airplane that I picked up a couple months ago. Haven't really featured on my channel much. This is an ESM models or Ever Soaring models SBD Dauntless, and I picked this model up from another club member. He had just never gotten it to fly, and I said, "Hey, look, man, I need another dive bomber in my hangar." Dive bombers are my first love. A lot of people love fighters, and that's great. I love dive bombers, and so I was able to pick up this dive bomber pretty affordably, and used my Curtiss P6E Hawk power setup. So it's Turn-G SK3 5055 320 kV motor, running on 6 cells, and it's swinging a Zor 18 by 12 prop. And 85 amp speed controller. Anyway, flies great. I was able to get some electric retracts around the time that I left for Ceph, and I've been able to get those installed and work out some of the kinks in those. And looking forward to getting some airtime at Flite Fest with the Dauntless. Aside from that, it was kind of a toss-up. So the CUDA, for those who have been able to chat with me a little bit outside of YouTube, the CUDA had a bit of a rough trip to Ceph, and as you can see, she only has one wing. She has a very damaged wing, and I've been able to contact Lane from Lane's Planes, and I'm going to pick up a new wing at Flite Fest, and I'm going to build it there. So I've got some iron-on covering, I've got some covering iron, some CA, and my wife's making cookies upstairs. And I think that it's going to be a fun thing to do. Now, on top of all of this, okay, so I'm only bringing 3 planes. They're all balsa, okay. The thing is, I'm going to be working as a volunteer. Now, I'm not just going to be, a regular volunteer. I have signed up for being something called a flight crew member. So basically what that entails is I'm going to be out there on the flight line for somewhere around 6 hours each day. And really what my job is to do is help encourage people to learn how to fly at these big events. And I really encourage you guys to try to respect the folks that are going to be volunteering there. These guys are going to work hard and long, and they're giving up time as part of their vacation. I'm going to be doing it as well, but part of the reason that I signed up is because I want to help. Now, in years past, this has seemed to be a seemingly perpetual problem at Flite Fest. The flight line is just a generally very unsafe place to be at Flite Fest. And Carl Leidick and I are going to be teaming up as flight crew members for the flight line, and we hope to change that this year. We're going to be encouraging people to have proper flight line etiquette, what to say, how to say it. We're going to be holding regular pilot meetings as well, and we've got a structure, outlined structure of how we want that to go. For those of you who will be volunteering with me on the flight line, Carl and I have worked with Andre to create a outline of some pointers for you on how to work with people. I went out to Walmart today and I picked up some air horns to try to warn people of dangerous situations so that you look up. And all of this has to happen because there are so many people at Flite Fest. There are so many children at Flite Fest. We have to try to make every effort to improve our safety. 2 years ago, I was hit by an airplane at Flite Fest, and it didn't get any better last year, in my opinion, from my vantage point. So that's the reason why I'm giving up part of my vacation, my time at Flite Fest this year, because I want to try to make a difference. I want to make sure that everyone else feels safe. You know, it's not this intimidating, oh my gosh, it's a war zone whenever you step up to the flight line at Flite Fest. It's really not. It's a fun atmosphere if it's done right. So with that said, I'm ready. It's only Friday, but I'm ready, and I've got batteries charging. It's supposed to be an 80-degree day tomorrow. It's supposed to be fantastic flying weather, and I'm on vacation till I leave on Wednesday, so it's going to be good times. I've got tools packed up. I made a custom rack for the airplanes to go in the car. I'm picking up my buddy Ben Harbour from the airport. He's done some great things with the Valkyrie model of his, so looking forward to catching up with him, as well as all of my other friends and family from the Flite Test group. It's my favorite time of year, and I'm grateful to be excited about this year. I wasn't sure that I was going to get the bug, but I'm really stoked about going. So look forward to seeing you there. I will be bringing my apron with me, so when you see the tent, you know, look for this. I'll have it hanging somewhere around. But also keep an eye out for the Corsair, keep an eye out for the Dauntless, and just ask around. Walk up and down the lines. Don't confine yourself straight to the flight line, because you're going to be able to get to talk and get to know people and get to know some of these models and the stories behind them just by walking up and down the field in the camping spots. Just get to know people, because that's part of this. It's not just about standing on the flight line and staring in the air obliviously, or watching, you know, waiting for that next moment when an airplane's going to crash. It's not just about that. It's not just about being in the build tent. And you know, I've done that in the past. All of this, you have to experience all of it together in one big pot of soup to get the most. I've been going to Flite Fest this how many years now? 5. And I've done it all. The first year I just went, and it was this home experience about you know, these people that I had never met before. And after that, the next year, you know, everybody was so interested in my models that's when I built the Sikorsky, and I built that in 3.5 days during the event, and I ate very little, and people encouraged me to go to the bathroom, and I came away with it, you know, teaching a lot of people about how to build with foam and having a very successful flying model. Still have it, still fly it to this day. Then the next year, I did the Gothagaggle. You know, brought the Sikorsky back, of course, and ended up doing a lot more teaching with the building series, and taught seminars on how to hot wire and how to fiberglass and how to build with foam. And doing all of those things, and along with volunteering, and along with building, and then last year, it was just, something was off about last year. And you know, a lot of people blamed the rain, but I'm not sure that's it. And I think really what I was missing last year, because you know, I had the Bugatti, and yeah, I had a lot of interaction with people, but I missed the volunteering aspect. And you know, granted, I did show up early to set up the event, and it was a great time throwing down straw all day. But you know, this year I want to get the full experience, the full sauce. It's going to be a wonderful time. So look forward to seeing every one of you there, if you can make it. I hope you can. It will surely be one of the best in the books, I have no doubt. The weather outlook is fantastic, and surely the aircraft and the people will be just as much so. Anyway, thanks for stopping by the workshop, and I will see you shortly.